Okay, we're here live from Daytona, live from Rockville. I'm on some spotty internet connection right now, so we're gonna see how this is gonna go.
It should be
Um,
very interesting.
yeah, yeah, we're in some Airbnb hotel. I don't know. It felt a little sketch, but it's okay now. So who knows?
Did the lightning stop at least?
I don't know. I think I'm still standing out there waiting for Jerry Cantrell to finish man in the box. Dude,
Is that
so
when it happened?
which time?
Just
So
let you jump right into it.
there's there's so many ways I can do this because I don't want to start off complaining. And I'm not gonna complain, but I will have to talk about the the weather and how it stunk.
I have a big question about that too.
All right.
I don't
Um
know if you want me to save it or get it out of the way now.
uh all right,
Well, you
let's
want to start
start.
on a positive, so maybe I'll wait.
No, let's you know what, let's dive right into the weather and then this way we could finish with all the good stuff and then we go out on a good
I
note.
like that recipe.
Yeah. So um we're in Daytona, we're in Florida, and we're at the International Speedway is where this event is happening. And it's really awesome.
Is it on the
Yeah.
racetrack, or like in the parking lot?
It's on the racetrack. So surrounding the octane stage, you see the turns of like the Daytona racetrack.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And it's really steep. Like I didn't realize racetracks weren't just like a flat circle like time, but it's yeah, it's very flat. I'm trying to get the schedule here. This way I can walk through it that way. So yeah, the rain's been killer. Lightning in particular, because rain we can live with, but lightning's what gets us removed. So basically when that happens, they call a code red, and then we have to walk off the speedway area to the stands to like the stadium, and then it just kind of feels like you're in like MetLife or Prudential or whatever, anything like that. So like the system they have in place is solid, but I wish we didn't have to use it. Yeah. So the first day was good. Thursday there was no weather problems. I guess I could go
And then Friday happened.
chronologically here. We saw everyone. Like Papa Roach was definitely like a highlight. They they brought it huge on one of the main stages. And you were absolutely right, Brett, when you said that he's just a born performer.
Oh yeah,
I never saw him on a stage that big. I think I only saw them when we saw them
Art
open for a
Center.
day to remember or Art Center. Maybe I have seen them a couple times.
The Crew Fest, right? Were you
Oh
at that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I just forgot that Jacoby brings it. They all do. Oh, and that one of my regrets of the weekend. Their guitar player was doing a signing at our tent, and I missed it. I could have said hi. Like
You missed that?
I, it
Gary
was
Horton?
it was the first day in like the first few hours. We're freezing. No, we're back. It was the first day in the first few hours. I was still getting situated, figuring out what I had to do for work, and I just I just missed it. I messed up. Feels bad.
Oh man.
Yeah,
That would have been, you could have got like interviewed him maybe.
I know. I could have like gave him a card or yeah. I'm trying not to think about it, but uh, just could have told him how I learned guitar playing like a bunch of their songs and all this cool stuff. Oh well.
Because he's like a low key, like really good guitar player.
Yeah, yeah. Like their riffs are awesome. Like, and they're some of them are simple enough that when you're just starting off, like you can like rip into those power chords and actually play along with songs early on. So like, I always appreciated Pop Roach for that. Would have been nice to tell him. Oh well, I'm sure he doesn't care. But
I don't
what
know
else?
his name.
Are you frozen? This is gonna be an interesting one.
I think he froze temporarily there, but hopefully that all came through.
All right. I'll just have to I'm sure a lot of editing is gonna go into this one. Um, but yeah, Mood Ring kicked it off and they were great. we were supposed to have an interview with them, and just kind of didn't work out. We don't have to get into it too much. I was running around though. He's like, I'm in the artist tent. Like, if you could come over there. And I feel like he said it knowing that like I probably can't go in that area. But what he didn't know is I have a working wristband, so I could kind of go wherever I want. And then I had something to do for my actual job. And I'm like, if I miss this for my side thing, I'm gonna be in deep shit. And then the guy wound up.
Yeah, you gotta take care of that first.
Yeah, so I was like, "Can I come back and then can I meet you in an hour?" And he's like, "Yo, I'm just so beat, blah blah blah." I'm like, "All right, fine, I get the hint."
Yeah, I
So
was
yeah,
reading the messages and just shaking my head a little bit, but
it was
it is what it is.
it's definitely disappointing, and I think what we can learn from it is for these things or events, just try and get a couple lined up because we really just wanted to interview someone playing the festival, and these guys got back to me right away, so I just figured we were good, and then it fell through, and yeah, so no interview this week, but that's okay. But yeah, next time we'll get a few others lined up.
We
Yeah,
got a big one next week though, so that's all that
yeah,
counts.
yes, yeah. So yeah, Thursday was good. I've been like seeing all opening bands this week because the festival doesn't make it till nighttime really due to the rain. But I saw El Nino, who are New Jersey guys, and they brought it real hard. They were great. This one stage
Weather
by
pun
us,
intended.
yes, they brought the rain, brought the hurricane. Yeah, they were great. Papa Roach was great. They played everything you want to hear, I think. They did Scars.
How'd the
They
new
did
stuff sound?
it sounded awesome. It fit right in. They did they did Scars, they did Last Resort, they did Forever. So like those are like the big threes. And Forever, I haven't listened to
I
in
saw they
so
did Blood
long.
Brothers too.
Yeah, yes. And Jacoby has a mohawk. I don't know if that's something he always has, but I never noticed the mohawk. So I was enjoying
I
that.
think that's new. I feel like he rotates his hairstyles a lot.
He yeah, he was getting everyone crowd surfing and stuff. And then we saw some of Five Finger Death Punch like from the back. Like we walked over after the Papa Roach set. Um they were good, but they were kind of off, I thought. And the lead singer was saying like
With the sound.
no, just like their energy. I don't know. Something was off with them. He was saying he like blacked out mid-set and he was apologizing. He's like, you know, 20 years of touring, this has never happened. And then when I freeze, I'm just gonna keep talking and hope that this works.
It
Um
catches up, so it's been working.
okay, good. Um, yeah, he said apparently like the stage lasers like got in his eye. I don't know. I read a bunch of shit, but they were all right.
That's disappointing.
And then unfortunately we didn't stay for Kiss. That my ride was leaving, and it's just like there's like 30,000 people here every day, and I don't know how to get an Uber out of here.
Been rock
So
and roll all night with them.
no, I didn't. And in hindsight, like we didn't get any other headliners since then. So I kind of wish we would have just stuck it out. But
I
yeah,
think this is a good segue for my
yeah,
question for you.
yeah. Let's hear it.
So being that like I know you're gonna get into how the weather kind of canceled a few sets. So if those
Mhm.
don't happen, like there's there like any refund for people that were going that day, or like you're just like shit out of luck pretty much.
Shit out of luck.
Oh man.
Um,
I guess
yeah,
it says
the
that when you buy the ticket though.
it does. We had one of like the managers of the festival at our tent the other day because we're working with this um South Carolina college, the Gamecocks, whatever college that one is. Their music program is here working with us. So that guy came by to talk to them, and he was explaining. Well, I'm going to let this catch up. We're back. Okay. He was explaining how the festival usually happens in November, which is safer time for weather. Um, for whatever reason, they're doing it now this time. I don't know why. And he was saying because it's such a heavy rain season, they couldn't get insured for refunds if they were going to do it this time because it's just too like inevitable.
Oh, okay.
So
But it's like
So
by your own risk almost at that point.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And uh I lost my train of thought. Yeah, he was just explaining like there's no refunds. It is what it is with the weather. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like
And they
people
couldn't
are
jam like corn into like, oh, sorry.
no, that's everyone was hoping corn would get jammed all up into us, and it did not. There was rumors Saturday that they were still hanging out. You like that? um, yeah, so Friday, let me take you through this weather. Um, start off, first of all, stick to your guns. Holy shit, made the whole day worth it. They were on nice and early. They were on
They
at
were
like
awesome.
3 o'clock at like the Rockville stage, which is like one of the smaller stages, but that's where the good pits happen, because on the main stage, like it's too much. Like you're not, the middle split with like those bars that they do. So this is just like a good old side stage on the asphalt. And circle pit.
Was there sugar on the asphalt?
Aha. Um, we were circle pit. We were moshing. People were going down. People were getting picked up. It was so good. Those guys they're just like a lot like A Day to Remember, but then like less of the poppy side of A Day to Remember. Like they leaned more into the heaviness, but similar musical style.
I gotta
And
check them out.
yeah, definitely. The pit was so good. Like I'm still riding the high off that, because that was like one of the better sets of the weekend. So then the rain happens.
Lightning
Around
and the thunder.
yeah, yes, lightning and the thunder, lightning and the thunder. So we had to go, and the lightning and thunder was simultaneous. Like it was on top of us, loud as shit. Like it was terrifying. I'm like, all right, let's run through this field to the bleachers. So missed skillet, missed red during this rain check, which sucks. But we got back for a full Seether set. So that again, that's a win. That's a win. We got a full Seether set, and
They sounded really good still too.
dude, they were so good. I rarely see them. We rarely see them play uh stages this big. We see them in Starland, or like maybe like we saw them at Prudential once, I think, but like usually they're like a club band. So to see them like commandeer a stage, and I was proud of my boys, when you some of these bands, like I've been seeing Seether since high school. So it's
It's like
just
a
so
decade. Yeah.
yeah, it's so cool to like see them out there and like still doing stuff in different places and whatever. But yeah, they they were so good. Fake It, Remedy, Country
Fine again.
Song, Fine Again, Broken. Uh yeah. And then after Seether, it was supposed to be Under Oath or Megadeth, which would have been a tough choice, but I think I would have went to Under Oath, because I feel like I just need to accept that I am a 90s 2000s kid and stop trying to like fight it. Like during Papa Roach on Friday, this band Down was on, and that's Phil on Slemo from from Pantera. And like that would have been sick, because like I'm getting
I didn't know
saying
he
his
had
last
another
name wrong,
band.
but yeah, me either. And they were saying like a couple other guys from Pantera were supposed to show up, and like it was highly anticipated. And I was thinking maybe I'll try and do both. I'm like, you know what? I do love Pantera. Like their greatest hits album is what I listen to, but it's still like 20 of their songs. They weren't playing Pantera songs. Like go to Papa Roach. Just don't
Yeah.
overthink
You know
these
what you're
things.
getting with Papa
Yeah,
Roach.
yeah.
Yeah.
You grew up with Papa Roach. Go to Papa Roach. So that's been my logic. So I probably would have went to Under Oath, is where I was going with that. Yeah. Then Breaking Benjamin gets canceled. Corn gets canceled. Like the rain was just too much, and they're like the lightning, so they just called it. So we went to an IHOP. Everyone was like wound up. And we were partying, like, if I may say so myself, expertly. We were on such a good trend. Like, I was pacing the beers, I was doing everything right to just be in a great mindset for the Breaking Benjamin corn for like 3 hours of that. And then they took it away from us. And I took that energy to an IHOP with the rest of Rockville.
Start to be proud though.
Yes, yeah. I was shouting them out in my head. So then yesterday wasn't much better, rain wise. I want to shout out this early band that I didn't get to see, but they're Florida guys and they're on Hopeless Records, so they're automatically cool. They're called Afterlife. So maybe check them out. Maybe we can try and reach out to them because they seem like cool dudes. They were all supposed to come by for a signing, but the rain messed that up. Because my
If
plan
you're
was
on
just
Hopeless though, that's a good sign.
yeah, my
Like, we were
plan was
talking about
just to
this
go up to
yesterday,
them.
but-
I was gonna be like, "Yo, you guys are on Hopeless. That's awesome." Like that was gonna be my that was my whole thing.
It's all you need to say.
Did you see our set? No, but I like the record label you're on.
So it means you're good then.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Um, yeah. So yesterday I got to see the first band I went to was Saint Asonia, which is Adam Gauntlier of 3 Days Grace. That's the band he's in since he left 3 Days Grace. So like I don't really know their songs, but like it's Adam. Like his voice is so unique and awesome. Like again, one of the first live bands I would go see. So like to just see him was cool.
And he still sounds good too.
Sounded great. They did like it was so funny. So they play a song and then he's talking to the crowd and he's doing the whole like COVID spiel that everyone does, where like, we missed this so much. The last 2 years were rough. We're just so grateful to be back out here again, finally playing music. They get into the next song, 30 seconds in, it gets cut off, and they're like, yeah, we gotta go because of the lightning.
Oh my god.
I know. Like, mother.
That's horrible.
Yeah. So they played 1.5 or 2.5 songs. And like they don't fuck around with lightning out here. When that warning goes off, code red, it's called, the bands have to stop. Like there's no like rock and roll, we're gonna finish the song, this and that. Like I'm pretty sure they pull the power on these guys. Like
Wow.
it is
Okay.
they don't want anyone dying. And like listen, like when that happens, the whole crowd is booing, everyone's pissed. We're like, the sun's out, it's fine, it's fine. You look over in the distance, you see the dark clouds. Not even 10 minutes later, there is thunder and lightning raining down on us like intensely.
So they know what they're
So
doing.
they do know what they're doing. They haven't been wrong about any of it. It just sucks it played out this way. Like it's if they I don't know, a lot of people say they should just do it a different time of year since like this is kind of inevitable for Florida, which I don't know, might probably be the case, but not this year.
You should
So
probably go back to November after this.
yeah, I can't imagine they wouldn't because this isn't practical unless they have some sort of like indoor space they could send everyone to. Like someone blacked out the schedule of all the bands that we didn't get to see. It's like we missed like half this festival.
It had to be depressing to look at.
Yeah, it was. But the first day's full and today's still full. Hold on, I'll get to today, but I'll just finish up Saturday real quick. Yesterday. So we went in halfway through Saint Asonia back to the raceway to hide out. That's when Alexis on Fire would have played. So miss them. Miss
Oh,
No Dirty Honey or Sick of It All, which I heard good things about both those bands. We get back for Jerry Cantrell and they come out and it's basically Alice in Chains. Like they have this.
he was playing those songs.
Yeah. Yeah. And they were locked in. They have this dude in the band. I don't know his name, but like he's a younger guy doing the Lane Staley role. Is that how you say it? Lane Staley? Yeah. The guy
Yeah,
who
I
passed
think
from
so, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And his vocals are on point. Like it's Alice in Chains. Like they played No Excuses. Then they played one that was not an Alice in Chains song, or I just didn't know it. And then they played Man in the Box, and they were ripping Man in the Box, like spot on. He had the little like talk box with the wow, 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 wow. And it sounded so good.
That's one of their best songs.
Yeah. And we got through the intro, we got through the chorus, and then right as they were hitting the second chorus, sound cut off. And he's like, I hate to do this, guys, but like we don't have a
Oh,
choice here. It was like musical blue balls times like a gazillion. It was horrible.
like half the festival's been blue balls.
It it was you broke up there, but yeah, it was
I said half the festival has been blue
yeah,
balls for you, pretty much.
yeah. So that's Saint Sonia, 2.5 songs, Jerry Cantrell, three, 4.5. Um, and that was so when we came back from that first break, the whole schedule was like, they're like, here's what we're doing, here's who's playing where, because all the times are off. So um that was when Jerry Cantrell played, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, all right, we still have like 4 hours till Rise Against. So like we can I'm trying to be optimistic and no go on Rise Against or
They
Bush.
didn't. They didn't play.
Nope,
Oh
they
man.
didn't play. We came back from the second rain. The second rain one was long. Like we almost left, but like we weren't gonna leave until we heard final word. Because if we left and then Shinedown and Guns N' Roses played and we weren't there, like forget it. Like you don't deserve to ever
Yeah,
go
you
to a
have to wait
concert
that one
again.
out.
Like yeah, we were here. And as much as awful as it is, and this is gonna sound like a little corny, but I don't even care. Walking through the rain with all these people, running back and forth to like the stands. Like obviously, I'm bummed these bands didn't play, but like I had a smile on my face the whole time, pretty much, other than when the bands would stop playing. That was no smile there. But like the whole thing, like stand in the rain, the crowd's like yelling, let us in. Every time we see lighting, we're like, fuck, that's another 20 minutes. Like it's just, it's part of the adventure. Like that's the theme of this trip has just been adventures left and right. And maybe music hasn't been the first theme, unfortunately, but it's still fun.
It's all about the
It's still fun.
experience.
Granted, my my work is covering it. Like if I paid for these tickets, I think I'd be singing a different tune, to be
Oh
honest. Because
yeah,
we were talking to
I'd be
people who,
fuming.
yeah, people flew from all over the country to come see Guns N' Roses or Kiss or Korn. Like these headliners have diehard fans that drew people out to this festival just to see them, and then everyone else is a bonus. And now they don't get them. Like, man, uh,
Oh wait, so you broke up. So wait, you didn't get Shinedown or Guns N' Roses either?
oh, so we get back. They finally let us in again. I don't remember what time it is. Maybe 9, 10-ish. I think we went back in around 8, let's say. And because I have the working passes, we were able to go through like a side entrance. So we get in before the crowds really filled up. We were like 8 rows off the stage for Shinedown, like front and center,
Oh, that's
ready
so
to
cool.
rock. We were so close. Like look at the stories after this, because you can see the our location. But this is where I was a little annoyed, and I don't know who I'm supposed to be annoyed at. But we get back into the
Mother
crowd.
Nature.
Yeah, well, definitely Mother Nature. What band was it? Oh, Jose Mangus is here. I don't know if you listen to Octane or Sirius, but he does like Octane, Liquid Death, and Liquid Metal and Turbo. Like he's just an MC. But he came out and he's like, after one of the delays, he's like, Mother Nature, we're sorry we're ruining the planet. Please stop punishing us. Just let us have this show. I'm like, yeah, he's on to something with that one. But we
He
get out, we
knows.
get out in the crowd around 8 for Shinedown. And in my head, I'm thinking they should rush this band out before shit goes south again, and we can get as much as we can in. And 15 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by. The crowd's getting antsy. You can feel the energy. Like you watch the Woodstock documentary, right? Like
Yeah, when they know.
I'm not comparing this to Woodstock 99 at all, but you can feel the collective energy in the crowd shift to like
They're
people
pissed.
starting to get pissed off. Like what's going on? So now an hour passes and then a little more, I think around 9:15, Shinedown comes out. first of all, that could have been like the whole set if they would have just like, and I know you got to set the stage up and everything, but
But you
it,
know what time you're reopening, so just have the band ready to go, like
yeah,
pretty
I
close
don't,
to when you let people back in.
I don't get it. And I understand maybe legally they couldn't have people setting up the stage during the rain delay because maybe they can't have people on the grounds. But like, I don't know. Don't take an hour and 15 minutes when we're getting called back out every 2 hours.
Oh, I think you're back now.
All right, cool. I'll clippy clip that long pause of me sounding probably like a robot. Um, so Shinedown comes out, and dude, they put up like this like music video based. It's like a little documentary they did on like they have, their screens behind the stage, but it was like 5 to 8 minutes of like clips of the band loading stuff in, like full like playing around, like, and I'm like, guys, like a little self-awareness here. Like, what are you doing? This is 2 songs, easy. And instead we watched like a PowerPoint presentation on Shinedown. It and it got me pumped. Like in other circumstances, it would have been awesome. And it was cool, but like, it would have been cool? 2 more fucking songs. Like, come on. Ah, I don't know. I don't know whose decision that was, but it was it was stupid. But they came out to
They got their set in, or it got cut off.
so they came out to Planet Zero, which is a newer one. I don't know too well, but that guitar riff is nasty. So I'm gonna definitely listen to that song more after that. Then they did that, and then the one where he yells like, "We want more, we want more. There's nowhere to run." Duh. Whatever. I can't think of the name, but they did that, and then they did. You still here?
I'm still here. Yeah.
Okay.
You
They
froze for a
did.
second there, but
He did. Now you've seen Shinedown nearly as much as me, if not more. He did the thing where like he wants everyone's phones to come out and pretend we're the only people, say hi to your neighbor, like that whole speech. And then they played
they're still doing that. Wow.
right. That's what I was kind of thinking. But like if it's your first time, then like you're glad they did that. But if it's like your seventh or eighth time, you're like, all right, come on.
Like,
And
can you
then
do
they
something new? Come on.
yeah, and then they played like one of their like slower songs. I don't remember which one. And everyone's like waving their phones around and like, yeah, like the lights. It was cool. It looked really cool. But I just, I want the heavy stuff. So then after that, they went into they went into one more heavy one, and then they had to call it. He puts their
The
they
lightning
finished the
came
song.
back.
The lightning kind of came back before they came on, and everyone was just pretending it didn't. I think the festival, like people in charge knew. They're like, we'll give them a few songs, but then we got to call this because if they had us all out there for an hour and the band didn't come out at all, like people might have rioted. So, but apparently at like 9:15, I was reading like Guns N' Roses, like Axel was all pissed, saying like he was mad their set was going to be cut short and all this. So that they're like, we're not playing, we're not doing this. So Guns N' Roses like kind of
Wow.
bailed already. I think everyone knew with the weather that there was no chance. So I feel like it might be a lot on them to say that they like bailed, but they kind of allegedly. So yeah, Shinedown
So you've
played
gotten like no headliners so far. So you got to hope that there's no lighting for Nine Inch Nails tonight.
exactly, and the weather looks good today until 8 o'clock.
Of
So
course.
I honestly think we might not get headliners today. Um,
That's insane. So there
it's
are one night of headliners out of four.
yeah, yeah. If this happens at 8, like they're saying, like that's Smashing Pumpkins and Nine Inch Nails.
And those are like two of the big ones you obviously want to see today.
Yeah, and Jane's Addiction is not on anymore because of COVID. So they're doing uh Porno for Pyros. It's like a side band that the guy has is playing. I don't know. Not familiar with them. Um There's really like no one. There's this band, the Mysterines, that I've talked about before, the UK punk band. Spirit Box, I've heard is good. Radkeys today, they're good. And I've heard the Struts are good. People keep talking about them. So that's what it's going to be. It's going to
I've
be
heard good things about the Struts too.
the weekend of openers. I'll definitely see the Struts. Like, I hope anyway, if the weather forecast is trustworthy. But I don't know. It's
For
yeah.
anyone who like binges this week's podcast and this one, it's like it's gonna be night and day. Like we were hyping up all these different bands,
I
and
know.
like you've seen like a quarter of them.
I know. It's so brutal. The only like saving grace that I'm trying to like give myself is, other than Jerry Cantrell, who I got to see a couple songs, and then Korn and Guns N' Roses. Most of the bands that I've been missing so far are bands that we see come around every year. So like it sucked not to see Rise Against. I was excited, but we're seeing them in 2 months. And like, so I missed the 40-minute Rise Against set out here. Like, it's okay. Um, that's me trying to like um make it hurt less bad. But
But Korn and GNR would have been really cool to see though, because
yeah,
like they don't really come around as much.
I was really looking forward to seeing both of those bands because Korn is so weird and they're so good. And then Guns N' Roses is Guns N' Roses. Like all the bands we're seeing now do what they do, probably at least in part because of Guns N' Roses. So to see those guys take
Yep.
the stage and just light it up for like 2.5 hours.
They had the longest set of
Brett,
the
I'm gonna
weekend going
jump off
into
my
it, right?
balcony. What?
They had the longest set going into the weekend, right? Weren't they like 9:30 to midnight?
Yeah. It was a fat set. Longer than Sasha's top hat. The people are saying anyway. Not me. Others.
You would have had November rain in a lightning storm.
That would have been beautiful. I would have cried during every solo.
And then Code Red right in the middle of it.
Basically. Uh yeah. So we'll see what happens today. Um I'll just have to throw down for the openers at the side stages and hopefully make it to the Who at 7. But I don't know.
Are you the Hungarian death metal?
Yeah, Mongolian.
Mongolian. I don't know where I got Hungarian from.
Might be close. I don't know geography. I don't know geometry. Um yeah. So that's been how the weekend's been going. It's been an adventure. It's the only way.
Sounds like it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry it didn't go according to plan.
Yeah, same. But what are you gonna do? Just keep holding out for the next show. Hope that one doesn't rain.
It's like we finally got the great news of the Menzingers tour, and like it's all been downhill from there.
Yeah. Yeah, because even that one, I don't know if I can go, but I don't know. I don't even know this girl. I got to go to her wedding. Hopefully, she doesn't listen to the podcast.
I think you'll be able to go.
I think so. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that tour looks awesome. That's gonna be fun. Thanks for getting those tickets. What do we have?
And the two awesome openers too.
What do we have next show wise? Do you have anything coming up? Or are we in a little drought right now?
Is it a day to remember? That's not till like August.
Wait, what's this? I have something. Oh, that's just a doctor's appointment. And that's a follow-up on the blood work. Are we no shows in July? We got to change that. Oh, I'm seeing Elton John in July.
I think there's
with my
none in June
family.
either.
None. 2 months. All right. We'll find something. Oh well, we have the Grin and Bear release party coming up. If you're going
That I
to
can't
that.
make the
Well,
unfortunately.
then I have that. Sorry.
That'll be awesome though.
Yeah, that's at
One of our favorite guests we've had.
the Saint, right?
The Saint, yep.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's first weekend of June, somewhere around there. June 12th, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, wow, no June or July shows. That's
Very rare for us.
yeah,
But then
then
like
it
the fall and
yeah,
August is loaded.
August is a show every single weekend. So we rise against on
And
the
then Gaslight's in October, right? Or September.
September or October. Oh, there's
It's
a
October.
September
Gaslight.
show at PNC. What's the PNC show we're talking about yesterday?
It's Slipknot.
It's Alice in Chains, Breaking Benjamin, and Bush at PNC.
Pretty good lineup.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Well, now like I'm like blue balled until I see Alice in Chains again. So like I might have to go see them just so I can hear the second half to Man in the Box, and then I can go home. But I'm gonna be all out of whack until that happens.
Especially now they have a front man that sounds like Lane. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of I don't I want to say he kind of has his look, but he's just like a skinny white dude. So that's kind of probably where the similarities begin and end. But
There's a lot of us out there.
and a lot of formerly skinny white dudes too. Dude, this weekend, I've already like Charlie horsed out on my legs twice. Like, at night, like you just do a stretch that just goes a little too far. Like, you gotta walk it off.
Oh, yep.
Yep, had that happen. Soles of my feet
We're
have been
old
killing
now.
me. I don't know if you could tell how sunburned my forehead is, but it's roasted.
I was gonna
Um,
say you look like the sun got you a little bit.
yeah. I mean, I sunscreen like in the morning, and that's kind of it. Yeah, we've been walking like 10 miles a day between which is probably like half is just like going off to the bleachers to hide or the stadium. But yeah,
That's crazy though. I still can't believe that's happening. And those Florida storms are like wild too.
yeah. When we were leaving the other day, I was just holding my GoPro in the air. So I'm hoping I got some like cool lightning bolts, but I haven't looked yet. I'm gonna try and put a nice little like YouTube medley together of the weekend. It'll just be a lot of walking and rain.
And rain.
Rain. November rain in August or May. What month is it? Why don't I remember this
May,
month every time we
whatever
do the pod?
month it is.
Yeah, it's been the weekend. Who knows what today has in store?
Well, hopefully you get 9 Inch Nails. I really want to hear how they are.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully. This point. My hope is waning. But we'll see.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
Optimistic.
Man. Man. It's a cool festival, if we got to see the bands. But
It sounded awesome. I just can't believe the weather's like that bad.
yeah. Yep. But that's pretty much that. We got big things in store for next week, right? Next episode.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so this one's going out this Thursday. It's Saturday right now or Sunday right now for anyone listening when we're recording this. Yeah, big things. Big things from across the
As long
pond.
as that doesn't get canceled too.
No, don't put that out there. That's happening.
I was listening
That's what
to
we're
the album before this one, and I'm hooked on that one now too.
doing. I love when that happens.
Like that song 60. Well, I don't want to give the guest away. I think people could probably figure it out now, but the song 62 is
62.
Very
All right,
good.
I'll check that one out. Yeah, I'm gonna binge them hard. Not that I've stopped really, but yeah.
No.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna get myself together and go back to Rockville.
Bring your umbrella.
Yeah. We have ponchos that
We sh-
I just let myself get rained on. Whatever.
I would too at that point.
Yeah. Like, what can you do? This is my life now.
Well, good luck to you. Hopefully, you finally get a headliner tonight.
Thank you. I hope so. Have fun in Arizona. You going away?
The Canyon. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Cool. All right. We'll
All right.
talk and we'll see everyone next week. Thanks for listening. We love you.
But not you, Mother Nature.
Yeah. Mother Nature's on a shit list right now. All right. Peace.
Peace.